Gorilla Tag, a game that we all know and love. Well, some of us. You see, Gorilla Tag has been loved and hated by the VR community for years. Loved by some, despised by some. But one thing that stands out is all of the fan games. Any VR game, there's probably a fan game of. Gorilla Tag has the most fan games. Some of these fan games directly copy the Gorilla Tag files, and they just add a couple of twists like mods. If you're watching this and you own any of those games, please take them down. That is plagiarism, and you can go to jail for that. That's taken years of someone's work, turning it into an hour of coding just to get the exact same game, except a couple of other stuff. But also, there's a bunch of games that have the movement, but they're very sloppy. They're not the best made. Some are really good, and people love them. Gorilla Tag fan games have been around since 2021, so there's a bunch. There's over 1,000 horror games, like tens of thousands of fan games. 90% of these being slot games. And Gorilla Tag, since their movement system is open, people just put that into their game file, and their game goes viral. Well, that's the problem. Too many Gorilla Tag fan games. It's not enough original content. I'm seeing more Gorilla Tag fan games than like original content, good VR games. And some of these good games, well, they can't keep up. They're really good games, but people don't see them enough. Rec Room, for example, it's shutting down June 1st. Why? Because people can't keep the servers up, because they're not playing as much. They can't keep up with the money to keep the servers up. It's a problem, because no one is buying their in-game currency. But for all those slop Gorilla Tag fan games, they buy them because they give you an in-game advantage. That's pretty stupid. That's very greedy. And I'm also saying Gorilla Tag is also very greedy too. These fan games can be so greedy. You spend $40 to become an admin. Is that not greedy? That is like the type of greed they describe in the Bible. That's not okay. Because Rec Room, again, is shutting down. People are devastated about it. Gorilla Tag kind of just killed off it. I'm not saying Gorilla Tag's the main purpose. I'm saying too many people are getting VR headsets and they hear about Gorilla Tag more than Rec Room. And new people to VR find Rec Room boring because they don't play it enough and see what's good about it. Gorilla Tag just keeps their attention span going with a bunch of pixelated monkeys moving around. Meta is not making a Meta Quest 4. I'm sorry if you didn't hear that, but I'm sorry to break the news to you. Meta Quest 4 is never coming out. At one point, we're gonna have to switch to either a Pico, Steam, or Index, or any other Steam VRs. You can't use the Meta Quest in one certain point of time. They're gonna keep making the stupid Meta glasses that are overpriced, and yeah, that they're never coming out with the Quest 4. The 3S is basically a Quest 4. It's just a more polished Quest 2. That's it. And I feel like there's a reason why they're not making them, because VR's not popping off anymore. VR has died completely. Like over 2021 to 2024, 2021 through 2023 was a great year for VR. 2024 was the downfall. 2025 was even worse. Now 2026 is even worse too. And I just think that Gorilla Tag fan games need to stop being made. Like, you're just copying another idea that already exists before your project. You can make a completely different game. You don't have to copy Gorilla Tag's movement system. Because all you have to do is click the download button on the movement system somewhere in their Discord. You could just make a cheap fan game. That's not good, because coding is about building up from scratch and using some templates like hand models, 3D models, if you're not good at 3D modeling, those are great starters. Like movement systems, you could study that, but just blatant copying a game, that's not making it a game. That's just copying and pasting. That's not coding. Anyways, so I'm gonna close out here, and yep, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.